Hey guys, we're out here starting reassembly today. Got new head. Didn't have this last week, I don't believe. So turns out the one we had was pretty toasted. Gonna have to start getting here before I put that on and clean up. Head's been sitting for a couple weeks here. I'm gonna need to clean that up a little bit. See how much we can get done. When I was looking, you know that spot that we didn't really like too much on? Yeah, so that's right there. You kind of see it.
Okay.
It's not amazing. I ended up using a razor blade to clean that up, and I did kind of scratch it lightly in one spot there. Hopefully that's okay, but the buildup was really thick, and I think it wasn't going to seal properly if I didn't do something. I also ended up having to scrape this area a little bit because it had a lot of carbon buildup. I might have left, you can see a little bit of it right there maybe.
Okay.
It was a lot worse than that. I took off a decent amount of carbon buildup there. I acetoned it like 6 times. Some spots came out cleaner than others. You can see how that looks over here.
Looks good, yeah. It looks a lot better than what it was.
Yeah, it looks better on the camera than in person, ironically. It's still kind of dark, but it did definitely take a layer of stuff off. I used the level to check it. And when I did the level, it's actually completely level, which is good.
Oh, really?
You
finally bought a level?
Yeah, I bought one last time, but there's spots like this that kind of suck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not ideal. My 2 concern points are probably that, which it wasn't really leaking over here, so hopefully that's okay.
And then the one that you made?
Well, I didn't make this one. It was actually a layer of buildup from the gasket was stuck on there. I scraped probably 5 or 6 times over that area, and it took off stuff every single time. As you can see, the cylinder, it should be at top dead center now.
Make sure you torque those back ones.
Yeah, I'll torque the back ones, I know. All right, guys, we got our head on. So it turns out the camshaft pulley and the oil pump pulley pieces are exactly the same. So I accidentally reversed them during reassembly, but it doesn't actually matter because I've double and triple checked. They're the exact same size. Their keying is in the same location. So we're just putting them on the opposite way. Interestingly, the bolts are different sizes, even though the pieces are the same. So we got us a new thermostat while we were at it, so at least that's new. It turns out the bolts we have, I specifically went to the junkyard to get bolts for this thermostat, and it turns out the head that we have has slightly different size bolts, so we're having to use the fan shroud bolts, ironically. Unfortunately, that bolt doesn't want to go through this hole now. Well guys, bit of a catastrophe here. We've got the back left bolt unfortunately ripped the threads out of the block. So with this bolt ripped, it's probably going to be a wrap for today. Check in soon for us to pull the head back off of this and try to tap that hole.